Time now for Sit 60. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about whatever I want. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. Let's pretend for a moment you're a professional football coach, and your team just scored a touchdown with under a minute to go to pull you to within a point of the lead. You now have two choices. You can A, kick the extra point, tie the game, and take your chances in overtime, or B, go for the two-point conversion, try and win the game, but if you don't get it, you lose. What would you do? That is the question sports fans across the world are asking after the Ravens did this Sunday against the Packers. They were down one, could have went to overtime. They tried that, and they failed at home, sending everyone home grumpy and demoralized. Baltimore head coach John Harbaugh, after the game, hinted that analytics indicates you have a better chance doing that than kicking the extra point and going to overtime. To that, I say, phooey. You were at home. You had all the momentum in the world. It's 50-50 whether you win. You kick it. You kick it. You don't lose like that. You kick it. Donnovan Bennett of Sportsnet joining us. He was also the 15th best running back ever at Western University. He is joining us. Donnovan, good to see you. It's true, it's science. He was the 15th. What would you have done in that situation?
I would have done the exact same thing. And what I now understand is that you don't understand basic math.
I don't understand basic math. I understand.
You think I was the 15th best running back at Western, and that's clearly not true. So you don't understand basic math. And you don't understand the basic math of this proposition. You just said it. Take your chance in overtime. Well, the chance is less likely. And I don't understand how people were mad at the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Grey Cup because they took a knee and gave up 1 point, a rouge in Canadian football, to play, to tie, to go to overtime. You have to win it. But then in this case, Harbaugh, who's done this now twice, people are upset. Here's the
lost
context.
Twice. He's tried it twice in 3 weeks and lost twice.
Doesn't mean it was the wrong decision. Just means it was a bad outcome.
It might.
Here's the context. He was without Lamar Jackson, his best player. They were down 31-7. They stormed back, as you mentioned, 42 seconds left. They had outscored the Packers 13-0 in the last 9 minutes. So the question is, can you get a couple yards right now and win the game? Or, given the fact that 28% of your salary cap is on IR, your entire starting defensive backfield from week 1 is injured and not playing, do you think you have a better chance of stopping Aaron Rodgers, not just at the end of the regulation, but in overtime? Or do you think you could get a couple yards right now? He made the smart decision. Just because it didn't have an optimal outcome doesn't mean it wasn't the optimal decision. Like, for example, your fashion. Sometimes what you wear is a great choice. Our stylist Deb puts it together, it looks good, but then you put it on and it doesn't play out. Doesn't mean it was a bad choice. Just means the outcome wasn't great.
Our stylist, Deb Berman, always goes for 2 when it comes to my fashion, and it looks fantastic for the record. Deb, love you. Secondly, the defense had just gotten a 3-and-out on Green Bay. The home crowd would have been losing their minds. I like the Ravens' defense chances in that scenario as well. But again, analytics doesn't take into account any of that. Let's go for 2 and not have home field in the playoffs because we decided to get cute. You and I will not disagree, but we're friends. We can disagree. Love you, Donnovan. And you know what? I was wrong. You were like the 8th best running back in Western history. 8th.
Love you too.
Love you too.